What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Now that we have You Create Barbie Basics, I've been thinking a lot about wigs. We've made a couple of quick head wraps in earlier videos using fabric, hot glue, and yarn. And I want to make more. I even gave a few Barbie fashionistas haircuts so they could wear wigs. I picked up acrylic yarn at Michael's in a couple of different colors. This one is dark chocolate. I got taupe and taupe ombre. I thought these look like pretty good hair colors. And the ombre gives us a lot of variety so we can add highlights and stuff like that. I picked up thin cotton fabric to match the hair. Let's cut a small piece, wrap it around the doll's head, right about there. Then use a little hot glue to secure it in the back. Make small cuts where needed, and then just fold over the pieces and continue gluing them down. I'm removing as much bulk as possible, and I'm trying to keep my glue very thin. If you don't want to use hot glue, you could always try tacky glue instead. Depending on what glue you choose to use, drying times may vary. I like hot glue because it is quick, however, it can get a little bulky and messy. Now that we have our wig cap, we need hair. I'm going to use the taupe ombre acrylic yarn. Take a piece of yarn, I fold it at about 3 inches, then cut it. Then I take my silicone mat. I'm also using these silicone finger protectors from the dollar store and a little hot glue. Take the yarn, find the center point, and place it onto the silicone mat. I use the glue gun to put a little glue on the yarn, and we're just going to try to saturate that little point with the glue. Don't want to use too much because we don't want it to get bulky, but we definitely want all those little fibers to be stuck together. Then I quickly take the silicone finger and press it down to make it flat and control which way the glue goes. On this yarn, you can see that it's a little darker where the glue is. I'm going to flip it over and repeat on the other side. Then press the glue while it cools. And now the end should be nice and flat. Repeat to make more. I'm going to keep going as the ombre yarn changes color. So maybe we can have a few highlights. As I get these little pieces of excess glue, I'm just going to carefully trim them off. I think we might be able to do a part. So on some of the yarn, I'm going to try to make a tiny drop of glue or point of glue right in the center, as small as I can. Before it completely cooled, I'm just using my nail to push it down, and that's going to give us a nice little part. Once all of our yarn is glued, we're going to brush it out, but we need a brush. To the dollar store. I found this brush in the pet area at Dollar Tree. It's $1.25, and we're going to use this to brush out the yarn. And we're back. Let's take one of our glued yarn and begin brushing it on a protected surface. As we brush it, it starts to unravel and shed some of the yarn. This is what is left. It's light and soft. Now let's take a flat iron and use it to smooth out the yarn. And this is what we're going to use to make our wig as soon as we finish all of these. This is going to take a minute, so put on a movie and enjoy the process. I'm hanging on to all of the loose yarn. When the brush is full, I just remove it and place it in a plastic bag to use as stuffing for pillows later. After about an hour and a half, this is where I'm at. And I think we can start gluing it onto the wig cap. I use a pencil to lightly sketch my part, which I'm going to avoid and cover last. I'm going to start gluing the hair around the edges. Let's start in the back of the head. I add a tiny dot of glue. We're just going to thin it out, then place the hair on top, and then smooth it out. Then continue going all the way around, adding hair around the edge, stopping before the part. Let's fill in with a little more red, and I start mixing in the lighter brown. We're almost done. All we have to do now is the part. I added a few pieces of red in the front because the wig cap is red. I used the glue gun to prepare to add the next piece by just rubbing the nozzle on some glue that's already there. Then quickly add the hair and use my nail to press it down. I hold it until it completely cools and then continue going down the part. And you're done. Happy crafting! The acrylic yarn itself, I think, looks pretty good. I did my best to try to keep the bulk down, but I think it's still pretty full. The part was definitely an area of concern for me. I tried to get it neat, but it could probably be a little neater, and the hair is going to be a little darker there because of the glue. It is easy to remove and to place back on the doll. I'm also finding that I can rotate it. I can move the part and have it in the center if I want, and just make sure I cover the little holes from this doll being rooted. And one of the things that I love about yarn wigs is that the yarn sometimes will just stay where you put it. So we'll be able to take pictures of her hair blowing in the wind. I can also just brush it around my finger and make curls if I want something different for a photo. We have the ability to move the hair around somewhat as long as you keep the wig cap covered and create the animated aerial hairstyle. I'm trying the wig on one of my Barbie Basics, and it is a little large because we made the wig on a Barbie fashionista, so that's something to keep in mind when choosing a doll to make the wig. But she could probably still rock it in a photo or two. Let's experiment and make another one in dark brown. I want to see if the darker color makes the part a little less noticeable. I can still very much see it, but I think part of that is because I was rushing and I was less neat than I was the first time. Let's try another idea. Untwist a piece of yarn so we can separate the strands. Thread the needle, push it through the part on the wig so one tail is hanging out. Then I rethread the yarn, push the needle through again, letting the other end come out the top. So the yarn is now rooted at the part. I use a little glue to flatten it and secure it from the inside. Then brush it, part the rooted yarn so it's going to different sides. Oh yeah, I think rooting the part is a better idea. Styling the yarn is a lot of fun. You can do a lot of it with your hands and it just stays in place wherever you place it. However, if you move the doll around, the hair moves as well, so there's a lot of restyling. If you attempt this, you'll find that getting the wig cap flat at the very beginning is very important. If you have a lumpy cap, you might end up with a lumpy wig. I have two little points here that I did not smooth out, and I can still see them. Next time I make one, I will definitely root the part instead of gluing the part and keep my yarn thin to reduce bulk. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, and it wasn't too pricey. This yarn from Michaels was $3.99. I have enough to make several wigs and other projects as well. And all my fabric was $1.99 a yard. Half a yard is more than enough. These do take a little bit of time, but can easily be completed in a day. Thank you for joining us while we made more wigs for our dolls using yarn. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!